Mike's on.
Test. Here. Welcome everyone to the February meeting of the Bethlehem Planning Commission. My name is Rob Malosky. Other members include to my immediate left, Mr. Matt Malozzi, Ms. Joy Cohen, and Mr. Eddie Burgos. We ask anyone here at this time to silence your cell phones. We will go through a short agenda today. As listed, applicant will have an opportunity to present his project. City staff will then provide an overview. Planning Commission members have an opportunity to ask questions directed to the project to both the applicant and city staff. Following that, anyone here in attendance who has any comments on will ask in their name and address for the record. We ask that you adhere to a 5-minute time limit. Please ask questions and adhere them to the project under review and avoid repeating any previous made assertions. After all parties have an opportunity to deliberate, we will have a final opportunity to deliberate on the project. All projects are reviewed by us based upon the provisions of the SALDO, zoning ordinances, and other municipal ordinances. Decisions are based upon this, along with recommendation of the city staff, public comment, and the public good. Little feedback there. All right, we'll start with our first agenda item, which is the approval of the January 8th minutes. Any discussion of the minutes as read? Seeing none, I'll accept the motion at this time.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the January 8th, 2026 meeting minutes of Planning Commission.
Motion made, Ms. Cohen. Do we have a second?
Second,
Mr. Murhouse. Roll, please.
Ms. Cohen,
Yes.
Mr. Burgos,
yes.
Mr. Malozzi,
Abstain as I was not present at the meeting.
Mr. Malosky.
Yes, minutes accepted. Our next agenda item is a land development plan at 6268 West Union Boulevard. Will the applicant please introduce yourself when you're ready? You may begin.
Sure. Good evening. My name is Kevin Horvath with Keystone Consulting Engineers. I'm the plan preparer representing the applicant, Nick Bazakis, also the property owner. I can provide a brief summary if you'd like. Or
Kevin, yes, we appreciate you returning. This was in front of us last month, and the applicant needed to address a few things in terms of the architect and whatnot. So if you just want to give a brief overview, since most of us, Mr. Malozzi was not here, so that would help. Thank you.
Sure. Project site is located at 6268 West Union Boulevard. It's approximately 17,000 square feet in area, located at the intersection of Masslich Street and West Union Boulevard, proposing an 8-unit, 3.5-story apartment building with 13 parking spaces, various frontage improvements, including sidewalk along Union Boulevard, curbing along Masslich Street, upgrades to the curb ramps at both intersections, site lighting, landscaping, etc. As of this meeting, we have official architectural drawings with the appropriate property address on them. So you'll note that it is 3 stories of fully occupied space above the street level at Union Boulevard, and a half-story at a rear access by the parking area to the back of the building.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate you returning with those renderings and obviously the architectural layout. Mr. Pfeiffer, anything from the December 31st memo? That seems pretty clean. It's a short letter, but if you have anything you would address on there.
It is a fairly clean letter, just a couple of comments. And then I'll go a little bit into the architecturals. They do have a tap fee, a stormwater fee that would need to be paid as part of this development project. This would be required a developer's agreement, and those fees would be paid at that time. The ADA curb ramps, the engineers already elaborated on those. We would bring your attention to general comment number 2, where we encourage the applicant to not only submit the architecturals, but to try and find a way to make them contextual in terms of the facade on Union Boulevard so that it would be more in keeping with the rest of the neighborhood. We can get into that in just a second. Last item, and this is something that Kevin Horvath will just have to provide to us at a later date, was the opinion of probable cost estimate once we get past the land development phase. So going to the context of the neighborhood, you can see there's a lot of 2.5 and 3-story dwellings. This building is no longer here. This building would be removed as part of this development project. You can see the facade is of brick masonry. We go to the other side of the street, we can see that there's predominantly brick masonry in this part of the block. And so our recommendation and suggestion to the applicant is that in lieu of a faux veneer stone, that they do a veneer of brick, and that brick should carry up to perhaps the underside of the 2nd-story sills. And if they could do some detailing, such as a water table at the base, we believe that that would be more in keeping with this, as opposed to punctuating the center of the building with the veneer stone. Those are should statements. We encourage the developer to consider those, and we did reference the section in the saldo that says contextual design is preferred.
Thank you, Mr. Pfeiffer. And seeing that memo being rather clean and short, Mr. Horvath, do you feel your client will be fine with in compliance with not only his recommendation of changing the stone to more of a brick veneer, and I would think that might be a little bit more affordable for you anyway, along with anything that's on that memo you're fine with, or is there any comment you have on that request?
I think all the suggestions and certainly all the comments in the review letter are able to be accommodated.
And the brick, you're fine. Good.
I will relay that. Can you just clarify, you mentioned a water sill? Or
Sorry,
maybe
what?
Maybe I misheard or misstated.
So a water table would
Water
typically be in line with the top of the porch. It would run across, and then it would project slightly out beyond the facade by about a brick course or so. They usually have an angled piece at the top, and that angled piece typically carries around. We can provide you with the detail or a
I
picture.
have an understanding what you're referring to now. Okay. All right.
All good with that, Mr. Horvath?
Yes. No
Any comments, questions by the planning commission for Mr. Horvath at this time? Mr. Burgos, yes.
Is there I noticed there's like a 4-inch sewer line running from the new building out to the tie-in. Is there a code with that? I mean, 4-inch for 8 units.
It's sufficiently sized. I had one of our utility engineers take a look at that before we decided to reuse the existing lateral.
I just thought with 8 units, 4-inch line, it might clog up eventually.
Understood. It is sufficiently sized, however.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burgos. Mr. Malozzi, yes.
This may have been covered last time, but how's stormwater managed on the site? Does that just run down to Spruce Street or Masslick and get picked up by inlets, or?
It would discharge into Spruce Street around the northwest corner. There's a grass line channel that's being proposed along the westerly side to kind of pick up any water that was previously running into these units to the northwest and just carry it straight forward and discharge it into the roadway. There are some inlets just west of the project site in Masslich Street. I'm sorry, in Spruce Street.
And the ADA ramp that is on the northeast corner, so that's catty corner to the site per letter, that's.
We were asked to provide a new curb ramp at the northeast corner of our site. Is that what you're referring to?
That's the northeast corner of
Yeah.
your site. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, on that. Got
It
it.
would tie into the one across the street. There's no sidewalk on Masslich, nor would there be proposed, and along Spruce, it's a couple foot wide sidewalk. So we're
Mhm.
just, it'd be more of a refuge area when people would stand at the intersection to cross.
Thank you.
Mr. Pfeiffer, the parking requirements have been met with the number of units. Is that correct?
Correct.
I have a question.
Ms. Cohen?
Do you have a handicapped unit within the building?
Can you repeat that, please?
Do you have a handicapped dwelling unit within your building?
It's my understanding that the lower level was going to be accessible. I know that the route and the parking provided, allow for an accessible route to the building. Whether it's to be converted, built so that it could be converted, or whether it's going to be built outright is yet to be determined. Additionally, we have an ADA accessible ramp to the front of the building. Although, the sidewalk itself is probably not considered ADA accessible just given its slope and its, the length, but it is, the building is accessible from both sides.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the Planning Commission at this time? Seeing none, anyone here in attendance this evening have any questions or comments as it pertains to the development at 6268 Broad? I'm sorry, 6268 West Union. Sorry. Seeing none, entertain a motion on this project with the adjustment made by Mr. Pfeiffer, noting the addition, the using more of a brick veneer rather than stone. So,
I think the water table. too.
and the water table. Thank you, Counselor. I'll accept the motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the project at 62 to 68 West Union Boulevard with the addition that the applicant provide brick water table and brick on the first level to match similar properties in the area. And contingent upon meeting all the requirements of the December 31st meeting.
Motion made, Ms. Cohen. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Burgos. Roll, please.
Mr. Malosky.
Yes.
Mr. Malozzi.
Yes.
Ms. Cohen.
Yes.
Mr. Burgos.
Mr. Horvath, we really appreciate you returning, coming back. Best of luck for your client moving forward.
Very good.
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you.
This evening.
Thank you. Before we move on to upcoming agenda items, I want to take a moment here and gentleman that is in attendance are one of our engineers, Basil Yandam. Want to wish him the best of luck. He was offered a new opportunity, exciting opportunity in Washington, D.C., and he will be leaving us, kind of being the elder statesman up here, along with, and please don't get mad, Mr. Malozzi or Ms. Cohen or Mr. Burgos. We've spent all our time. You were here with you, and you have done an outstanding job, and you will be missed. And we wish you nothing but the best moving forward. And thank you for your time and energy and all that you've done for our city. So thank you.
It was my pleasure working with you for the past almost 5 years. It was a great 2 years, and I definitely learned a lot from all of you. And I look forward to staying in touch even. If
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We still have a dinner planned sometime. We gotta get out at some point, right? Yes. Yes. Thank you, Basil. Thank you. Mr. Pfeiffer, upcoming agenda items.
I would just add to your comments that I believe it's Mr. Yandam's experience with this planning commission, which has made him so attractive to the people in DC.
I agree.
So
When you speak of us kindly. Yes.
They watch me online.
Yeah.
So you, in your packet, you have the summary of upcoming PC agenda items. The first two we're going to skip over because we've talked about them a lot. The third item used to be known as Gold Tract. Now it's commonly referred to as Autumn Estates. This is the project on Township Line Road. This is the project that came before you as a sketch plan before. The first letter was sent out on the 6th of February. It was about 5 pages in length. So the engineer and applicant have requested an extension. That extension goes out to the end of May. So this project could be, in theory, pushed back to the 14th of May, which is our May meeting date. It could happen in advance of that, but that would be the latest date that would happen. We have already received on that project comment response letters from the EAC, from the LVPC, as well as the engineer for Bethlehem Township. As you might recall, that project is about a third in the city of Bethlehem and about 2/3 in the township. Second item on there, some of these are new. 404 East 3rd Street. This one you may remember came back to you as a site plan in 2021. You granted this project 9 waivers. That was the only part of your review. Those waivers are still in play, and so the applicant has now submitted their land development for this project. And description is there, so I'll let you read over that at your convenience. 1224 Eaton Avenue. This one also came before you as a sketch, but not that long ago. This was September of 2025. It did seek dimensional relief from the zoning hearing board and was granted that dimensional relief. That included a minimum tract size and a width of a driveway as well. They have not yet submitted architectural plans and elevations, so we will be asking them for those. Third there is the last one, and this one also came before you as a sketch back in December of 2025, so not too long ago. This is Lehigh University's new proposed dormitory, and it's located at 6566 University Drive, although the parcel is commonly referred to by the 110 Mountain Drive South address. Those all have some time, so it'll be a little bit for our next meeting in March. I would suspect that the smaller project, Eaton Avenue, may be able to come before you. It just depends on when we get their review letters back to them and what those review letters look like.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
Mr.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Pfeiffer. I'll also take this opportunity. We have some people here in attendance. I'm assuming if I'm putting you on the spot here, please don't feel that way. Are you students?
Yeah, we're students at Lehigh.
At Lehigh. Well, I'm gonna utilize this as a learning moment for you, since our meeting was rather short. And I figure you were from Lehigh because we've had students attend in the past that. So if you want to stick around, we can end the meeting, counselor, and if they have any questions, if they want to, or should we keep it on the record here?
No, it would be entirely fine if we ended the meeting and had a discussion with them afterwards.
Understood. So we're going to end the meeting now, but you're more than welcome to ask any questions to anyone here in attendance that affiliated with planning commission or city staff. Okay. Motion to adjourn. Do we have a second? Second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. See you next month. Thanks.
All right.
Great job, Basil.